Welcome back to Simply Nihongo. Today we are covering, I guess, part 3 of chapter 1. We have just talked to the butler in 2 places. Now we're going to go to visit the doctor. So we go to Kumada Inn. Kumada Inn? I think that's how we say it. Let's go.
全蔵さん、熊田委員の場所を教えてください。
So we have there, so Zenzo-san, the butler, Kumada Inn no basho, so place, o oshiete kudasai. Please tell me.
わかりました。
熊田委員はここだな。かなり年季の入った病院だ。
Okay, so here is the Kumada Inn. Kanari, I guess Kanari is considerably, fairly, quite, rather, yeah. Nenki, we've seen that before, so we see the years and the season. So kind of like very long time.
Konnichiwa.
Hello. This kanji here is uketsuke. So this is the reception.
はい、今日はどうされました？
Hello. It's like hi, it's like I got hello. 今日は so today どうされますか? Like what would you like today? Yes.
すみません。僕は患者ではなくて熊田先生にお会いしたいのですが。
すみません。Oh, excuse me. 僕は患者 So 患者 is patient. ではなくて So I'm not a patient. This なくて makes it so that we can combine with another sentence. 熊田先生にお会いしたいのですか? So want to meet. So this tie is a want. This I is to meet. And then no desu ka. This is a common pattern that you will see in Japanese where you give kind of like the first half of something and then they immediately can infer the rest.
お、もしやお前さんが探偵か?
So kind of like, oh, I think Moshi is kind of like a perchance. Omae-san. So you ga tante, detective. Ka, question. So you see this question mark here. You don't need it when you have this ka because the ka already serves as the question mark. So in some cases you will see that it's not there. Other cases you may see the question mark is there. So I don't know if it's just style, but you will hear some people say like you don't need that question mark because it's already there with the ka.
君、こちらの探偵さんのことはわしに任せておけ。
Okay, so Kimi, so he's talking to the nurse. Kochira no tante, so this detective. No koto, so I'll take wa washi ni makasete. So washi is basically an old way of saying watashi, used mostly by like old men, I think. I don't know if they still do that nowadays, but you will see this a lot in anime, especially by older men. Ni makasete, so leave him to me. So yeah. So he's basically just saying, I'll take care of the detective.
わかりました。
I got it. So wakarimashita is like, I understood.
では改めてわしが熊田じゃ。よろしく。
改めて let's try let's okay, once again. Okay. Then one more time. Tamete. One more time. Washi ga kumada ja. Yoroshiku. If you've seen my hiragana videos, you may recognize that cha with a 10-10 mark can also be ja, je. Right, chi with a 10-10 mark can also be ji, but it's not commonly used, but you can see here he's using it like that.
よろしくお願いします。善蔵さんから依頼を受けました。探偵事務所のものです。
So basically we just translate this as nice to meet you. Yep, 善蔵さんから依頼を受けました。So I have received a request from Zenso. Zenso? Can't remember how to pronounce his name. Okay. And the font is too small for me to check if there's a 1010 there. I think it was Zol, right? Ukemashita. Okay, so you saw that uke for like to receive. We saw that at the receptionist. Tante Jimusho, so we're saying for the detective office, and then my name. Yes. Okay, let's take a look around first. This paint wall here is a little bit interesting. There used to be something there. I'm curious if that will come to play later. So this here is Chizu, so we have like Chizu means map.
医療機関のマップのようだ。
医療機関. Okay, let's take a look. Medical treatment. Medical institution. Okay. 医療機関, so medical institution, no map, no yoda. So it seems like a map of medical institutions. Nimotsu kago. So kind of like a place to put your bags. If you go to a doctor's office, you'll often see this, and they'll tell you to put your bag there.
荷物を置くカゴだろ。
And that's basically what it just says. It describes the nimotsu, your bags, or oku, to place, and then kago, kind of like a box sort of thing to put them in. This is kanji for tsukue, which means desk.
ほらほら、わしの机をごちゃごちゃいじらんでくれよ。
So gocha gocha is messy, chaotic. Ijiran. So ijirande, that sounds like a negative. So ijira. So maybe ijiru. Touch, play with. Okay. So don't make a mess of my desk, I guess, is what he's saying. Nani kore?
いろいろな薬がいっぱい並んでいる。触らない方がいいだろう。
Okay, so it says iroiro na kusuri. So iroiro is various. So you have a color, and then this kanji kind of like repeats the previous kanji. So it's color, so very colorful, so various colors. Kusuri is medicine. You have like this, it's made of a kanji for like grass, and tanoshi, which kind of means like to enjoy. So I guess if you eat this grass medicine, then it makes you be able to enjoy life better. I don't know if that's the origin, but makes it easy to remember. Ippai means like full of. Narande, we've seen that before, to line up. there a way to remember? It kind of looks like you have like a bookshelf and the books are kind of like on one side of like a file thing. Maybe that helps remembering. So waranai, so this is the kanji for touching. So waru is the dictionary form. And then shiranai, so this would make it a negative. Hogai, so hogai is kind of like it's better this way. So E is good, and then hoga is like kind of like the direction. So if you go in the direction of not touching, that will be better. It's not for Tana. Okay, so this is the kanji for Tana, which is a shelf. Okay, that's confusing because I was looking at this picture here, this list of stuff here. I thought that it's more describing the stuff inside the desk, I guess, or inside the shelf. Okay, we have a kokuban, which is a blackboard.
予定表だろうか。いろいろと書き込まれている。
予定表だろうか。予定, I think, is plans, so maybe this is his appointment schedule? Schedule itinerary? Okay. いろいろと書き込まれている. So it looks like there's a lot of stuff written in there. Various stuff. We have the model.
窓からは立ち並ぶ木々が見える。
So from the window, tachi narabu, I guess we can see a lot of trees are lining up. So we can see trees. So ki and gi, I guess it's multiple trees. Narabu line up, and then like standing tachi. Pipe isu. So this is a pipe chair. I want to look at it. Wrong button.
Pipe椅子が置かれている。座り心地は悪そうだ。
Kokochi. What is kokochi? Feeling? Waterfall. So it's kind of like, it looks uncomfortable. Suwari. So to sit. And kokochi. So I guess feeling of sitting seems bad. Okay. Yeah, it does not look comfortable. So we would probably localize it as that chair looks pretty uncomfortable. Something like that. We have a bed.
眠くてもそこで寝られると困るぞ。
Okay, so nemukutemo, so this is like even if you are sleepy, soko de, so there, and then if you sleep there, so nerareru to komaru zo, like it will be troublesome if you sleep there.
熊田先生だ。明神村ただ一人の医師だ。
Okay, so he is the only doctor for the Myojin-mura. Says we can take stuff. Toru means take. I don't know. Absolutely take.
やめておこう。
I don't know what that means. How do you take the doctor? Tenwa?
こらこら、わしの机をごちゃごちゃいじらんでくれよ。
Okay, looks like there's nothing there. Binder?
こらこら、わしの机をごちゃごちゃいじらんでくれよ。
Like that. Okay, I don't think there's anything we can really take. I don't know why that option is there. What is this? Is this the receptionist?
忙しそうだしやめておこう。
Nothing so important, just that she was busy, so we shouldn't do it. Okay, let's ask about the Ayashike. Yashiroke.
綾代家の執事から連絡をもらってるぞ。聞きたいことがあるそうじゃな。
So, the butler and then Renraku is to contact. So he received contact from the butler of the Ayashiro family. Kikitai is a different kanji for kiki that we normally see, but I'm guessing it's the same meaning. Want to ask, and then koto, you have a thing you want to ask. Ga aru, so we have. So okay, what if I ask again?
聞きたいことがあるそうじゃな。
Okay, just the same thing as before.
念のためにお聞きしますが、キクさんの死因は心不全で間違いありませんか？
Okay, nen no tame ni o kikimasu ga. So I think nen is regrets. Sense, feeling. Wait, let's see. Definition. Desire, concern, attention, care. So I guess we can translate maybe as like, in order to be sure. I just want to ask to confirm, maybe is a good way of saying. Kikusan no shin, so cause of death was a heart failure, and I guess we can say this day kind of like limits, like it was because of heart failure. Machigai arimasen, so there was no mistake, right?
心不全じゃ。
It was, yes, heart failure.
とはいうものの、こんな急に亡くなられるほど悪かったわけでもないんじゃが。
Okay. I guess it's kind of like Towa yu mono no. Let's see, can I have a... So official translation says, having said that though, okay, maybe that works. Konna kyu ni naku nareru hodo, like this suddenly, and then died, like to, and then hodo's degree, so like to suddenly die this soon. Warukata wake demo nai n ja. So okay, so this here, it looks like it's, oops. It looks like this is describing this warukata. So what level it was bad. Wake demo nai ja. So he didn't have reason to believe it was that bad.
まあ、時が時じゃから、執事が不自然と思う気持ちもわからんではないがの。
So kind of like, well, toki ga toki. I don't know if I've heard that phrasing before. Official translation says timing. Due to the timing, like because of the timing, the butler Fu Shizen. So Shizen is natural. Fu would make it like unnatural. So Fu Shizen is unnatural. Tomo kimochi. So feeling, and then kimochi is feeling, and omo is like thought. So yeah, the fact that he thinks that it's unnatural. And then wakaran de wa nai no ga. So kind of, it's a way of, it's kind of a test, tongue or mental gymnastics, but he's saying he doesn't blame him for thinking it's unnatural. Let's ask about the will. Oops, wrong button.
遺言書について何かご存知ですか？
遺言書について so about the will. 何か something ご存知ですか? Do you know something about the will?
いや、わしは菊さんの単なる主治医じゃからな。
Okay, so iya is like a way of saying no. Kikusan no tannaru. It's tannaru, mere, simple, just a simple shuji. So I think that's like family doctor maybe? Physician. One's family doctor. Okay. So this shu, you'll see this for a lot of kanjis that say like their main. So this will appear in the word for protagonist. It appears for like master. Here, it's basically saying like the main physician. Physician in charge, family doctor, something like that.
しかし、なんともな。遺言を公開した晩に亡くなられたとはの。
Shikashi is like, however, what's the good way of saying? Official translation puts it as, can you imagine? And then passing away on the very night of announcing your will. Some canny. I think we get that similar. We have the night. You have dying at the night of the day that we read the will. Okay, 気づいたこと。
前蔵から何を聞いたか知らんが、奴の取り越し苦労じゃよ。菊さんはただの病死じゃ。
Okay, so kita ga shiranga. Okay, so this is basically saying I don't know what you heard from Zenzo, but Yatsuno Torikoshi. What is Torikoshi? Needless worry, over anxiety. Okay. Kuro. Trouble, hardship, difficulty, labor. Okay. So I guess he's saying this is unnecessary worrying. Kiku-san wa tada, so simply. Simple no byoshi, so death by illness. Okay. Is there anything else we can ask about? Maybe ask about the family again?
ああ、綾代家といえば。
So, if we say about the Ayashiro family,
春日あずさが喉を痛めて、今ここに来とるぞ。
Kasuga Azusa が喉を痛めて so her throat hurts. Ima is now ここに来とおるぞ so she came here.
春日あずささん、菊さんのメーカー、話を聞いておきたいな。
So Kiku's niece, and then we would like to talk to her.
春日あずささんとお話しさせてもらえませんか？
Moraimasenka is won't allow. Again, we're asking in a way that allows for polite refusal. Sasete is basically do for us, I think. Let us. Hanashi sasete. So would you not let us talk with her?
わしに断ることはないぞ。本人がいいなら構わんじゃろ。
Okay, so he's saying in kotowaru, kotowanai. Like, so he doesn't refuse. And then honmin is like ask the main person. Ga ii nara kamawan ja. So he won't refuse. If the main person says it's good, then no, there's no trouble.
私が春日あずさだけど。
That's a little awkward. She was in the room the whole time. That's weird. I don't know of any doctors who would like let two different clients be in the room at the same time during the examination, even if he's just there to ask questions. Okay, interesting. Okay, so we already said, like, so I am Kasuga Azusa, but
僕は宇津木探偵事務所の者です。ちょっとお尋ねしたいのですが。
I think otazune is inquire. Let me just check. Otazune. Inquiry. Okay.
ああ、あなたが善蔵が雇ったっていう探偵さんなのね。ええ、いいわよ。
Wasn't she in the room the whole time and she's acting surprised? That looks interesting. Let's see what we can get from Yatol. Maybe Yatoru? Nope. Yatolu? Yatol. Employ, hire, take on. Charter. Okay. Okay, so you are the detective Zenzo hired. Okay. Okay, fine. Am I talking to the right person?
忙しそうだし。
Oops. Okay, it looks like I'm talking to her then. Then why is nothing yellow?
最近綾代家の周辺で何か不審な出来事や気になることはありませんでしたか？
Okay, so Saikin is recently a family of Shuhande. So Shu is like around, Hen is area, so I'm guessing surrounding the Shu family. Nanika, something Fushin. Fushin looks unusual. Let's see what that means. Okay, doubt, suspicion, question, or strangeness. Tekikoto is an event. Ya ki ni naru, something that has got your attention. Koto wa arimasen deshita ka? Like, has there been anything?
さあ、私は村に住んでいるわけじゃないから知らないわ。兄さんや次郎も遺言を聞きにここまで来たのよ。
Okay, so quick translation is, well, I don't live in the village. Because of that, I don't know. My brothers, there's two, came to listen to the will.
遺言公開の晩、私たち兄弟3人はみんな屋敷に泊まったわ。
So, of the night of reading the will, she and her brothers stayed the night at the mansion. So, Sanning is just to specify how many siblings there are, and then Minna is saying everyone. And then tomorrow is to stay a night somewhere. So you use this for hotels, or if you want to stay at a friend's house.
こんなことはめったにないことだけど。
こんなことはめったにないことだけど。I think she's just saying that it's a rare thing.
それじゃあキクさんの亡くなられた夜、皆さん屋敷にいらっしゃったんですね。
Okay, so then on the night where Kiku-san died, everyone was in the mansion.
何よ、私たちが何かやったとでも言うつもり？冗談はよしてよね。
If you're in a detective story, yeah, you are automatically suspicious when you've stayed the night in the apartment in the same place as the victim. So she's saying, what? Are you suspecting us of doing something? Are you joking? Sort of thing. Okay, so Tsumori is like intend. So intend to say, Yatta like did something. Like so we. So do you intend to say we did something? Okay. What else? Okay, let's talk about Kiku.
おばさま？綾代家の主で綾代商事の会長。でも今ではお墓の中。どう？こんなところでいいかしら。
That sounds like someone who is not having a good relationship with her aunt. So she says, my aunt? She is the Ayashiro family head. She is the chairman of the Yashiro Corporation. But now she is in a grave, in the middle of a grave. How about that? Is this alright? Like, wow. How to say you don't like your aunt without saying you don't like your aunt?
確かにタイミングが良すぎたかもね。遺言公開の晩に突然亡くなったんだから。
確かに is like certainly timing was too good. Wow, too good is how she's phrasing it. Maybe too good. Alright. 遺言公開の晩に突然 is suddenly and then died. Okay. She's just more and more suspicious. Let's talk about the will then.
遺言書の内容についてお聞きしたいのですが。
Okay. We've seen this. The nayo is the contents. について about the contents of the will. I would like to ask.
遺言の内容を話せですって？そんな面倒なことごめんだわ。兄さんたちにでも聞けばいいでしょ？
Okay, so she's saying you want to talk about the contents of the will, and then that it's kind of like boring, tedious. Mendel is like tedious. Something she doesn't want to do, so she's just saying like, please excuse me from talking about something so tedious. Nisan Tachi, so talk to my brothers. If you talk to my brothers, that would be better, sort of thing. Okay. Kizoita koto. So what is she? So anything she's aware of? You noticed?
喉が痛いんだからあまり喋らせないでよ。探偵だかなんだか知らないけど、いちいち付き合ってられないわ。
Okay. So because my throat hurts, please don't make me. So rase nai is like, please don't make me. Shaberu is like to talk, chat. So please don't make me talk so much. then Tante Nanda. Official translation says, I don't care who you are. Maybe that's a good localization. I'm not sure how I would explain this otherwise. Ichi ichi skiatte rarenai. It's ichi ichi. It seems like just one by one, separately. I feel like we have another translation. In detail, fully. So yeah, I think it's kind of like you're going like very, very in depth.
あずさは喉を痛めておるんじゃ。それほどひどくはないが、念のため長話はせんようにな。
Okay, so we already know that first one. So sore hodo hidoku wa nai. So he's saying like it's not so bad. So not so bad as that. Like sore hodo is like to that strong degree. Then no tame, again, I think it's just like for no regrets or to be sure sort of thing. Naga hanashi, so nagai is long. Oh, oops. Okay, this is combined into one word, so naga banashi. There's a trait in Japanese that when you make like a hard forming of the verbs, then like the ha will change to a ba. And like a ka will become a ga, something like that. That's when you're combining two together. So, so I guess just saying don't talk so long. Let's see, what does sen exclusive use? Purpose. Official translation just says, try to keep the conversation short, just in case. Yeah, different phrasing.
お、そうそう。菊さんは近くの神楽寺に埋葬されたんじゃ。
My soul, is that buried? Okay, so Kiku-san wa chikaku no, so chikaku is near. Kagura Dera. This is kind of taking what I said earlier. So this by itself is Tera, which is a temple, but because we're combining it with another noun, it became Dera. My soul is burial, so it looks like she's buried there.
ありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu. How to tell me to leave without telling me to leave? I do want to Senai? What's the Senai? Azusa?
気の強そうな人だ。
Kino Suyoso. So, very strong-willed person, it seems like. She's also looks very angry. Let's see. Did we look at the binder before?
待て待て。
Okay, we're fine. Okay, I think we are good then. So, that will be it for today. He told us to go, so we will go to the temple next. Okay. Thank you for joining, and I hope to see you next time. Please, if you have any comments or thoughts, leave them in the comments below. Especially if there's something that I can do for simply improving the quality of these Let's Plays. Alright, thank you, and I hope to see you next time.